everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Hey!
What up, it's Ashley. Welcome back to another video.
Every single time. That's so funny.
Okay.
How did you know I was filming? Oh, I Snapchatted you.
Oh yeah, the Snapchat. Okay, bye.
Bye! Wow, I am a complete mess. The lighting in my room is atrocious. And today it's gonna be a story time video. And today, oh my gosh, today is my first video where I'm gonna be sitting down talking to you guys. It's my first non-vlog. It's gonna be a story time and I'm so excited. Okay, so sorry I haven't been posting at all lately. Like, I haven't posted in 2 weeks. I am so sorry because, you know, school is very important if you want to get a good job and live a good life. So, gotta be doing your homework. And I've literally had so much homework that I'm like, so done, like. I'm gonna wait for that dog to stop. Whoa, okay. Trying to adjust. So, yeah. It's crooked. That's a little bit better. Look at my room. It's a mess. Ignore. Alright guys, so I improvised. I covered up all the mess and I shoved the stuff in my closet. You can still see all of that over there. Just ignore. Yeah, I threw my notebook out the window. Number one, I didn't even remember that my window was open. Yet I was talking about how I could hear my neighbor from across the street. And I also forgot I didn't have a screen in that window, and yet that was the window that was open for lighting because the other side I would have had dark. Wouldn't have been able to see me, but it's fine. Okay, so I went to look for my notebook. Gone. I'm pretty sure it's in a bush somewhere. Alrighty then. Looks like I'll find that after it rains because then my stuff will be destroyed. And then that's just what's gonna happen to me because I just have a great life. Alright. So, as this video is titled, this is gonna be my first storytime video. And I'm gonna try to make this video as entertaining as possible. I'm gonna try not to depress any of you with this story. I'm gonna try not to depress myself with this story. But everything is okay now. She's perfectly fine, healthy, is doing better than ever. So, I don't think any of you guys have to be concerned. It's just me talking about this topic it can get very, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you'll understand when I tell you what this video is gonna be about. So, this video is gonna be a story on how my dog almost died. She was 3 years old at the time. She's a yellow lab, but now she's 4. So, probably about a year and like a month ago, this happened, and it happened right before we were about to go out of town. We're about to go up there. We were leaving the next day, I think. So we were like, we're gonna go get some groceries and get ready for the weekend. Because we go out there and we spend a weekend there. And we go boating and swimming and tubing in the lakes. And then we camp. And so we went to the store. I can't remember. Like, we were gonna go to Meijer, like the really big store. And it usually takes us a couple hours in that store. But like while we were driving there, we were like, let's just go to Aldi. It'll be a lot quicker and we can get in and out faster. So we were in Aldi and then we were like getting all of our groceries and stuff. And then we were at Aldi. We were heading, like we were gonna go somewhere else. I forgot where. But we were like, let's just go put our groceries home and then we'll go out. Thank God we did that because I got home and I'm usually the first one in the house. I would go and let my dogs outside and then we bring the groceries in, and then when like they're done going to the bathroom, we let them in after all the groceries are away. And so I walk in and my dog isn't greeting me at the door like she usually does. And I'm like, okay, maybe she got locked in a room or something, because my dogs have done that before where they, like, we have the windows open because it's summer, and, like, the door closes or, like, shuts when, like, there's a gust of, like, wind. And so I'm like, maybe she just got stuck in a room. So I start walking around, like, I start walking down, like, my hallway, like, from my kitchen to, like, the front area, like, by my front door, and, like, my mom's office is right by the front door, and I just happened to, like, look in there, and, like, my dog was in there, and I was so, I don't even remember what happened, because I almost fainted when I saw this. So I, like, walk, and I see her, but she's, like, not normal. She's having a seizure, she's, like, on the ground, and, like, I'm just there frozen, because she's, like, my best friend, and I don't know what I'd do without her. So I'm just standing there. My brother comes in behind me, and he's like, Grace, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember what he was saying. But he comes and he, like, sees me, and he, like, looks, and he starts screaming. Like, I was just standing there with my mouth open, like, I almost fainted and fell on the ground. And my brother's screaming. My mom comes in, she goes, what is it? And, like, my brother was, by that time, bawling his eyes out. And, I was just standing there, like, what is going on? Like, I was, like, freaking out. Like, I was frozen. I couldn't do anything. And my mom comes in, and, like, my brother, I guess, says something to her, and she's like, oh my gosh. And then she comes and sees, and then she's like, we gotta get her to the emergency room as fast as possible. So we get her, like, after that point, I'm, like, trying to comprehend what's going on. And, like, this was only last year, so I was 16, and I was not knowing what was going on. And, so she's like, help me carry her in the car. And, so we get her in the car, and my mom starts driving there, and these people are, like, driving, like, slow, and my mom's getting mad, and I'm just standing there. By that time, I was bawling my eyes out, because it finally hit me, and I was bawling my eyes out. And then we finally get there, and then, like, I'm just sitting in my car bawling my eyes out while, like, my brother ran inside to get, like, the veterinarians and stuff. And my mom was like, get out of the car and help him. And I was like, they were like, we don't need any help. They brought out the dog stretcher, and they put her on there. And, like, her eyes are, like, rolled in the back of her head at this point. And I'm just like, I can't look at her, because otherwise I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to do something, and I don't know what, but, so that, and then, like, I'm sitting in, like, the waiting area in the vet's office, and, like, just, like, I'm still sitting there bawling my eyes out, and they, like, the vets, they're, like, they come over, and they give us a box of tissues, and they're, like, you know, it's, like, awkward, because, like, you don't know how to, like, because some people don't know how to, like, comfort people in times like this, so they just hand me a box of tissues, because I'm, like, freaking out, like, my dog's gonna die, and I'm gonna have no one else in my life. Then we were there for, like, an hour, and they told us that she was gonna survive, so I was, like, relieved at that point, but I was still crying, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, how did this happen? Because, like, we don't know how this happened, like, how, at this point, we were still at the vet, we grabbed her, ran there, so we don't know how or what started the seizure, and, like, what caused her blood sugar levels to go up so high, like, through the roof, to the point where she was, like, if we went to Meyer, she'd be dead. And so, like, they're like, okay, we're gonna have to keep her here for a couple days, so you guys can go say, like, good night to her, and then go home. And I was like, alright. I went in there, and I was like, I hugged her and stuff, but I couldn't be in there for more than, like, a minute, because I was just gonna break down. And, so I got home, and, like, I was, like, still freaking out, because still, anything can happen. And, so I get home, and, like, we're about to go to bed, and my mom's like, you're not sleeping in your room tonight, your own room tonight, because I don't know what's gonna happen. So we're all sleeping in my room, so I slept on the floor with my other dog. And then the next day we visited her, or no, they wouldn't let us visit her the next day, but it was a couple days later, they let us come and visit her, because they still had to, bring her blood sugar levels, like, to make sure that they stabilized. And when we got home, we tried to look around to see what caused this. I went in the living room, and my brother had left out a, like, one of these, like, those icebreaker gum things, like the 40 packs, like the big, I'll put a picture here of what it looks like. So he had left one of those like on like the coffee table or whatever, and she gotten into that, and she's eaten the whole entire thing. And that has it's like sugar-free gum, so it has that fake sugar in it called like xylitol or xylophone or saxophone, I don't know. But so it had that in it, and that is like poisonous for dogs, so that's what caused her. She had like poisoning from that. That's what caused all this. But anyone could have made that mistake, and I don't blame him for it, because he was 10, I think, or like 11, but still. But after like a week, I think it was, she finally stabilized and we were able to bring her home. And like she was fine after a couple days, but they just had to make sure that her like blood sugar levels were stabilized for at least 24 hours until we could like bring her home. But she was fine, so we came, we visited her, we brought our other dogs to visit her, and she's great now. Haven't had another incident. My brother still freaks out when she dreams and she does that kicking thing where she's like, my brother's like, wake her up, she's like freaking out, like I'm gonna freak out. And I'm like, it's okay, it's fine, she's just dreaming. And he's like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm sure. And he's like, okay. And then, but we just have to like reassure each other sometimes. And it could have been worse, I guess, but she's still here, not here right now. She's at the camper with my mom right now, or they're on the way there, I don't know. But so yeah, that was my story. I hope you didn't cry, because I didn't mean to depress any of you guys, because she's fine, she's perfectly fine. I swear if I had her here right now, I'd have her like being in this video. That was my plan, but she's not here, so it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, and it's all okay. Could she be any more better? Am I Chandler Bing?
Look at me, I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing any more clothes?
And that is not going in. Okay. Now, I might have, oh my goodness, I can't speak. Since I just told you guys a depressing story, I don't want this entire video to be depressing. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow me on all social medias. They will be in the description box below. So I hope you liked this video, and have a great day, guys. Bye. Yeah. Excuse me? Rude. How am I supposed to know? These people are being so rude. Enough with the hair, Grace. Enough with the hair. Is it wet in my eyeball? It's fine. I look like a cheerleader. Go team. My social media.